You have a massive erection.
I do? Well, I wouldn't say massive. Massive is a strong word. Adequate erection. Hello. Hi. It got weird at the beginning. I apologize. But hey, we're in the truth tree, right? Okay. Hi. Hi. How are you? If it helps with your erection, I just got out of the shower. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling clean, right? I mean, it makes you go forward and have a better idea, a better day, right?
I got a better idea. No fucking way.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching. And remember, today's show is presented to you by Owl Pipe ID. Owl, like the bird. What the fuck kind of bird was that? Sorry, I screwed that up. I overthought it. Okay. I was just like going to go Owl Pipe ID, like the bird. Caw. But I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Maybe I should say it all elegantly like I did. It's Owl Pipe ID, caw, as well as Bet Online. Bet Online is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, Bet Online provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, college basketball, NHL to UFC and MMA. Head to Bet Online today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. It's Bet Online. The game starts here. Oh, real quick. It's snowing like a motherfucker here in Colorado. I'm in the Denver metro area. And it's great, except for the fact that we have a new puppy. She's 9 months old. We just got her, not potty trained. So, like yesterday, I put her outside. I'm like, okay, let's go pee. And she goes pee. Then I'm waiting out there for another, like, say 5 minutes because I'm like, she hasn't taken a dump yet. And then finally, I'm like, she's just not going to go. Bring her inside. Within 2 minutes, she took a shit on the floor. Like, really? Really? Son of a bitch. Or daughter of a bitch. I guess that would be the case. Oh my God. So fucking annoying. Seriously. It's like, how hard is it to take a shit outside, dog?
Right, as always.
Ken, boy, you understand, don't you? You do. Oh, you know what we need to do? Speaking of that, that wasn't speaking of anything. I just said that as a crutch phrase, and I apologize. But you know what we need to do? Let's jump into the headlines.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
This is funny. And guys, we can relate. We can relate. I know this is kind of a tough subject. And ladies, as you listen to this, this is giving you some great insight to how the mental formulation works for a man. Okay. I said that weird, but you know what I'm saying. North Korean soldiers are allegedly hooked on porn after being deployed to Russia and finally having access to legitimate internet. They are cranking it nonstop.
Play with yourself. It'll be good. Everyone, walk away.
They are. They're going to be too exhausted to fight Ukraine because they're going to have blisters on their hands. Their junk's going to be rubbed raw. Here's the thing. Every guy knows this moment. The moment you discover your penis, okay? Sorry, I know this sounds crude, but every guy remembers that moment. Like, oh, shit. This is nice. This is nice. And you can't stop fucking playing with it. That's what's happening to them. Only they're in a group of people. And then they're like, I don't really imagine this, but I imagine they're doing big circle jerks. And instead of moving to a certain location on a battlefield, they're going to be like, where's the North Koreans? They were supposed to be over there. They got tied up in a circle jerk about 2 clicks back. Oh, those little rascals. They just can't stop playing with it. They can't. It's like this whole new toy to them. But before that, I'm sure they knew they had some junk and what it could do with it. But now that they're like visually being stimulated by the free access to porn, I mean, they're not going to stop playing with it. I don't think I think they made a bad move bringing in North Korea just for that. Like, they have access to all this porn. Now just somehow somebody needs to get them some weed. They're going to be smoking weed and jacking it the entire time. I'm too busy to fight. Too busy. I got shit to do. Okay? Man, going from this site, basically anything you can imagine that, when it comes to, sex, like, it's available on porn. Whether it's disgusting or not, I'm going to watch it. Okay? Hey, if you have $3 million to burn, do you have that kind of, I did. And then I just spent it on something. But if you have $3 million just laying around, you could buy a fully functional Batmobile, the badass one from the Christian Bale movies. That one you could buy for a cool $3 million. They say it's fully functional. So I imagine that it's going to have like a flamethrower, maybe some rubber bullets, guns and stuff like that. That'd be fucking awesome. If you had $3 million to just shit away, wouldn't you want to buy this? If that $3 million was the equivalent to, say, we'll say $300, you would buy it, right? Yeah, hell yeah, you would. I don't know where I'd park it, because you couldn't buy that if you lived in an apartment. You'd be taking up, that thing's huge. You'd be taking up like 3 spots. And you would really, and to be honest, you would rather have a garage that you could put that in. You don't just park that out on the street. But that would be cool. Man, that would scare the shit out of people driving along. The best place, if you lived out in the country, live on a farm or something like that, that would be awesome to have, because you just tear out your field, fuck the crops, and then you would just make a race course there with, like, jumps and stuff, and you'd be driving that fucker around. Like an RC car. Like back in the day when you had an RC car, you'd just be flying it off ramps and stuff like that. But this would be the real thing, because when you look at it, you're like, this thing is scary as hell. Imagine, though, if they made these for a police department. That would be fucking cool. So cool. Then I'd shit my pants if all of a sudden, like, I'm speeding. I'm like, I'm breaking the law. Oh, shit, there's a cop behind me. Oh, my God. What kind of vehicle is he driving? Is that Batman? Is Batman going to beat me up? Is he going to give me a ticket? What's happening? I don't know. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm wearing a Batman shirt. I had no idea. Oh, I'll be damned. Apparently I got dressed in the dark. And I am wearing pants. Who knew? Who knew? This is frightening if you live in South Carolina. 40 monkeys escaped from a research facility, and the police sent out a warning telling people in the nearby area to call 911 immediately if they spot one of these monkeys, and to not interact with it. What the fuck kind of monkeys did you guys accidentally let go? What if they're like superhuman and they just rip people's faces off? Like, oh, look at that. He's such an adorable little monkey. Look, he's got little symbols and stuff. And then all of a sudden it just, like, jumps on your car windshield and just bashes the shit out of it. Rips off a fucking bumper. He's got blood dripping down his face. And you're like, where'd that come from? What did he just eat? What did he hurt? That's scary. 40 monkeys. That's a lot. That's a lot of escaped monkeys. They didn't say what kind. I'm guessing they're the smaller ones. But if you live in South Carolina, which I have a few listeners out there, watch out. And if you see one, let me know. Go run up and pet it. See what happens. I want to know. Listen, they might catch it, but they're never going to fully tell the truth on it. So I figure you I'm not really telling you to do this, tongue in cheek, blah, blah, blah. If you go and try to pet it, see what it does to you, then report back to me. Hey, DeHuff, FYI, it ripped an eyeball out as well as bit off 4 of my, 10 fingers. Oh, well, hopefully it's on one hand. No, it's a good variety. It's equal, 2 on each hand. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my God. Makes you wonder, like, what the fuck? What kind of monkeys are these? They're either juiced up, roid raging everywhere, or they got diseases or some shit, right? You might get syphilis. I swear to God, honey, I got syphilis from a monkey. You fucked a monkey? No. It escaped from a research facility, and you fucked it? No. It bit me. On the penis? No, fuck. No. Well. Oh, dear God. Hey, yesterday we talked about that guy that got the shit kicked out of him for trying to open up the emergency door, and his fellow passengers beat the snot out of him, which was awesome. I applaud that. Well, this lady came out on social media and said, hey, this is weird. I was on 2 different flights, and each flight ran into the same troubling issue. There was somebody on both those flights that tried to open up the emergency exit door mid-flight because they thought it was the bathroom. Like, the first guy starts like jiggling it and trying to like open it up, and people are like, what are you doing? He's like, I need to find the toilet, okay? I need to go to the bathroom. So that happens, and then coming back from wherever her destination was, essentially the same thing happened, which is bizarre. They're either lying about it. They're like, I'm going to open up this door, and if somebody says anything, I'm going to be like, I'm looking for the toilet. Really, I ate that Burger King before I got on the flight, and boy, is it making my tumbly rumbly. So I don't know what the hell the deal is, but if it's a genuine mistake of somebody trying to open the emergency door because they thought it was the bathroom, then they're dumb as shit. Because do you think that, because don't the emergency doors have a window on it too, like a smaller window? Do you think that that's where the bathroom leads, is to a place with a beautiful view? Is this your first time on a plane? My goodness. I call bullshit on that. That's just a little odd. Little odd that like that happened to two flights back to back for this lady, and they both claim to say that they're trying to find the bathroom. Nah, I don't know. I don't trust it. Feel like that they're I don't know. Of course, there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out there, so maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying. You do. You know who knows who I'm... You know who I'm... You know who else knows what I'm talking about?
Right, as always.
You know what? I fucked that up. I apologize. God, keep your eyes open when you're on a plane, because some dumb motherfucker is going to try to open the emergency exit and be like, oh, I know, I just need to take a leak. Well, guess what? Your face is about to be busted, and you're just going to have to piss in your pants after that, okay? What a weird transition. OwlPipeID.com. Go there right now. Do it. And if you don't know, owl is a bird. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Yeah, that's exactly how owls don't sound. Anyway, I'm going to tell you how to get 30% off your order because Owl Pipe ID makes decals that are industrial quality and made for the trades at a lower price than you're going to find at the big online sticker retailers who are honestly going to sell you a lower quality sticker. I've used both. Owl Pipe ID is by far the best. Owl Pipe ID are in mechanical rooms throughout the city, helping plumbers identify what's flowing through the pipe. They also make promotional stickers for breweries, cannabis shops, retailers, schools, as well as podcasters like moi. They also do laminated signage for equipment companies. And what's cool is Owl Pipe ID is located right here in Inglewood, Colorado. All of their stickers are made on premium industrial vinyl with UV baked ink. That means they're protected from sunlight for 7 years. I got one on the back of my car that I put there over a year ago when I first ran into Owl Pipe ID. Guess what? It looks brand new. Looks like I just put it on there. It's legit. But if you're still unsure, that's okay. I get it. Rhea is going to work with you and send you some free samples of your logo and artwork. Just go ahead and go to owlpipeid.com. Click on that big red button that says request a quote. Tell Rhea what your project is. She's going to respond quickly. She always does. You can email her directly if you want. sales@owlpipeid.com. Make sure you include in the email my exclusive promo code, DeHuff, to get 30% off your first order worth $5,000 or less. You can thank me now. You're welcome. Go ahead, check them out, owlpipeid.com. Caw-caw! Oh, man, I'm just weird. I'm like, my brain is going like a billion different ways. And part of it is what we're going to talk about when it comes to the Chiefs and the Broncos. But let's just go ahead and do it. Let's jump into some sports.
He's walked the hallowed grounds of Folsom Field, Coors Field, and Mile High Stadium.
He runs to the 50. He runs to the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
It's time for sports with DeHuff.
Before we get into Broncos Chiefs, you guys remember that lady, the break dancer from Australia, Raygun? She got the 0 from the judges, and everybody's just like, what the fuck was she doing? And she's like, this is how I do it. You know what I'm saying? This is how I do it. I'm a dinosaur. Right? She just did it weird. There is people dressed up as Raygun for Halloween this year. I have a friend. That's what she dressed up as. It was awesome. I never even thought about it. It's cool. She's this weird icon, but for a horrible reason. The fact that she's quitting competitive breakdancing it makes sense. The fact that she's quitting breakdancing, she came out and announced it. I'm not shocked about it because she was mocked globally for her performance. And I mean, honestly, I can't imagine after scoring a 0 in breakdancing, and breakdancing is not going to be in the Olympics next go-round. I just don't understand how she would have been able to continue to compete in any type of competition because she's always going to have that stench of the 0 on her record. And she's not going to be taken seriously ever again in that realm. So I don't know what's next for her. Maybe she tries to be a coach. I don't know how in demand breakdancing coaches are. And let's be honest, if you're an up and coming breakdancer, do you want to be coached by somebody that got a fucking 0 at the Olympics? I know that sounds mean, but no, I don't. Be like, whoa, you got a former Olympian as your coach. Yeah, but she's terrible. She got a 0. But she made it to the Olympics. Yeah, she did. She did. Do you remember Raygun, the lady that was like, doing weird stuff? Oh, yeah. Shit, man. You should probably get a new coach. Get a new coach. I hate to say that, but, I wouldn't want to be coached by somebody like that. But that being said, doesn't mean that she would be a bad coach, I guess. It's just me casting judgment. I'm a dick, okay? I'm sorry. I'm a dick.
Right, as always.
Really, Ken? I thought you had my back, Ken. Really? I thought we were supposed to go into the sunset together, and you'd have my side. You have my back. You got my front. You got everything, man.
I got a better idea. No fucking way.
Well, you, sir, are a butt. You are a butt. Anyway. Broncos, Chiefs. Broncos, Chiefs. I want the Broncos to win. I do. It's an AFC West division collision. But I can't get excited for it. I want them to win. I do so badly, but it's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are undefeated. You got Patrick Mahomes. Yes, I know Patrick Mahomes is a little banged up. He tweaked his ankle at the end of the last game, but he still played, still did well. And he's not ruled out for this game. Even if he's 75%, it's still Patrick Mahomes. And he's dangerous. And they're going to, juice him up so he's not going to feel anything on that ankle. The only thing going positively for the Broncos defensively against Patrick Mahomes there's a couple things. One, they don't have a good run game. They had a decent run game last week, but overall, it's nothing to write home about. It's kind of the same as the Broncos, let's be honest. Also, with the fact that Mahomes is banged up, they got a poor run game. They're going to lean on Mahomes. He's notorious for throwing interceptions. I want to say he has like 2 or 3 more than Bo Nix this season. So he's prone to being a gunslinger, and being a gunslinger means you're going to make mistakes every now and then. But that being said, they can also blow your fucking head off because they're going to make some big-ass plays. So it's a double-edged sword with that. It could go either way. But if Mahomes is trying to put all the weight on his shoulders because the Broncos are stifling the run game, I mean, it could be good, it could be bad. But if the good is it could force him to make a mistake because he's trying to force the ball downfield, and with this Broncos defense, they could and should capitalize on that. But you don't know until it happens. Looking at it from the Broncos offensively, the Broncos, just like the Chiefs, they don't have a great run game. And part of that I'm putting on the offensive line. The offensive line is not that great. They've had a few games, but their stats are kind of misleading because Bo Nix is just like last year with Russell Wilson. The quarterback's running for their lives almost every single play. Look at how many times Bo Nix has to run around and evade pressure because the offensive line collapses and he's running around. Now, the good thing is Nix has wheels. But the bad thing is I don't like the fact that he has to run around so goddamn much. And part of that equation of why he has to run around is not just the offensive line, but it's the receiving core needing to break free and get space on the defender and get fucking open. So there's a lot of issues. And here's the thing. The Chiefs' defense is really fucking good. Maybe not as good as the Bronco defense, but it's right up there. It's right up there. So it's a scary game. I want the Broncos to win. But when you start looking at it, if the Broncos can't get their offense humming, if they can't capitalize on their red zone appearances, if they can avoid punting, and when they're in the red zone, not just settle for field goals, but if they're able to get touchdowns, and if they can start fast and get the ball rolling and get in the end zone and just keep the hammer down and not give Patrick Mahomes, who's essentially perfect when it comes to the fourth quarter play, if you can go hard, go fast, and jump on top of the Chiefs and punch them in the dick and shock the world, it's possible that the Broncos could go in there and beat them. But the problem is, I don't believe that. I don't believe that it can be done. Not this Sunday. Is it bad if the Broncos lose? Well, it's not ideal. Is their season over? No, it's not. Does it mean that they're going to miss out on the playoff? No. They got kicked in the face by the Baltimore Ravens last week. If the Broncos come out here and keep it close with the Chiefs, that's a good sign. It would go in the category of something that I don't like to say, but it would be technically a good loss if they kept it close, because then you would have that belief like, dude, they hung in there with the Chiefs at least. It looks like they learned from their mistakes against the Ravens, and they kept it close against the Chiefs, but they ultimately lost. If they get beat to a pulp by the Chiefs, that's a problem. But this is a division game, so there's a good chance that the Broncos keep it tight. This is the first time Bo Nix has played at Arrowhead. That is a whole different vibe out there. So that's a little concerning. Should be decent temperature out there. I believe it's going to be in the 50s. So it's not like it's going to be bad temperature. It's just the crowd. The crowd's ready to go out there. I hate to say it. I want them to win, but I don't think the Broncos win this one. I want to be wrong. I have the Chiefs winning 24, Broncos 17. Close, lose by a score. But I just don't think that they can get it all mixed together, working for them to pull out a victory. Like, I don't there's a lot of like big asks for this for it to happen, for the Broncos to win. Like Mahomes would have to go out injured, or he would just be playing injured in when he should be sitting on the bench. That's the only thing. He's got to be careless with the ball, and their defense has to be just having an off day. That's really what it comes down to. It's a lot of wishful thinking against the Chiefs. Does that make me a bad Bronco fan? I don't think so. That's just being realistic. If I'm wrong, that's a great thing to be wrong about. I'll take that. I'll take that every fucking time. But it doesn't, dude. Be honest with yourself with the Broncos offense. Bo Nix hasn't showed us that great. I mean, he was quoted saying yesterday he loves going up against the best of the best because that's how you get better. Iron sharpens iron type of situation, right? I get it. He went up against the Ravens. They kicked their heads in. I mean, there's a chance they learn enough from that game that they can bounce back and take out the Chiefs, but I just don't find it realistic. If you were to go put money on it, I would put money on the Chiefs winning. You can call me a bad Bronco fan, but what you can do with that is go get a bag of dicks and fucking choke on them, because fuck you. That's all I'm saying. I mean, come on.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It wasn't a good comeback. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm having an argument technically with myself, and I fucked it up. But here's the thing. There's a lot of wishful thinking for the Broncos to beat the Chiefs. Can it be done? Yes. Is it logical? No. Will I be mad if I'm wrong? Fuck no. But to get the Broncos run game going, it relies on having the offensive line step up and assert their dominance. The receiving core needs to go out there and get open and catch the fucking balls. And Bo Nix needs to forget about those happy feet, get those feet settled, and quit overthrowing guys, especially when they're wide fucking open. You can do it. It's possible. It is possible for the Broncos to get this done. It's just not likely. And I know I'm going to burn in hell for that, in Broncos hell, because people are going to be like, you can't do that. You just jinxed them. You just jinxed them. This is why they're going to lose.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Eat a dick. Come on. My goodness. You got to apologize if the Broncos, lose to the Chiefs, because this is your fault if it happens.
I got a better idea. No fucking way.
Yeah. I don't know. You let me know. I'm going to put out my pregame preview. I got to see if I can make it entertaining. It's kind of doom and gloom. Maybe what needs to happen, the Broncos need to find a wizard, or no, sorry. What is a male witch? A warlock. That's what they need to do. They need to find some witches and warlocks and try to cast a spell against freaking Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's what needs to happen. Somebody get a fucking chicken and sacrifice it in the locker room. That's what needs to happen. We need some good juju going towards the Broncos and some bad juju going towards the Chiefs. That's what needs to happen. So if you're a warlock or a witch, go ahead, hop on that, and let's see if we can get the Broncos to win. Basically, that's our only option. Only option is to cast a spell. You're a wizard, Harry. Doom and gloom, folks. Doom and gloom. Make sure you subscribe to my socials. I'll post that pregame preview for the Broncos as they take on the Chiefs, presented by Kirkwall Group. Go to kirkwallgroup.net. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. Really appreciate it. I got to go take the puppy out. I'm going to have the puppy in the background, and she's going to be freezing her ass off because it's snowing. It's cold, but I got to do my pregame preview, and I got to capitalize on the snow that's falling, right? I mean, that's a great visual. Great visual. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, share it with your friends. Big thanks to Owl Pipe ID. Go to owl like the bird. Caw-caw. Owlpipeid.com, as well as Bet Online. Go to betonline.ag. I got owl on my brain. Caw-caw. I'm an owl. Ooh, I should ask them if we should do like a commercial, be like, "Hi, I'm Owl Pipe. I'm hold on. My mind went dirty. I'd be like, "Hi, I'm Owl, and I got a pipe." Anyway, you guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to get a phone call. I am. I'm sorry. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Go Broncos. I want to be wrong. I do. Go Broncos. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.